So what happens to your Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other digital assets if something happens to you? Without a plan, they could be lost forever. In this video, we're diving into why your estate plan needs to include cryptocurrency and the steps you can take to make sure that your digital wealth doesn't disappear. We've heard of families who've lost access to digital wallets worth thousands, even millions, because they didn't have the right information or legal instructions in place. So let's make sure that's not you. I'm Mike Smith. I'm an estate planning attorney with Smith Barid LLC, and I'm one half of the estate planning guys. We've helped thousands of families navigate the complexities of estate planning, and we've helped many of them with digital assets so that their loved ones can stay in control if something happens to them. So what makes cryptocurrency so tricky in estate planning, and how can you make sure that your family can access it when you're gone or if something happens to you? Let's get into it. And stay with me because it's more important than you might think. Cryptocurrency isn't like your bank account or investment portfolio. There's no customer service line to call if someone forgets a password or loses their private keys. Here are some of the unique challenges. First of all, there's no central authority. That's, kind of the great thing about crypto, right? If access to your crypto wallet is lost, there's no bank to call for help. The second thing is that it's password dependent. So your digital assets are secured by private keys, which are long codes that effectively act as passwords. So if no one knows these codes, poof, your assets are gone. And number three, it's anonymous by design. So without clear instructions, even the people closest to you might not know that you own any crypto assets or where to look for them. And that's part of the great thing about crypto, part of the design, but it also leads to some problems in the estate planning context. So have you thought about how your digital assets fit into your estate plan? Let me know in the comments below. Now, here's where you can take control. Let's talk about how to include cryptocurrency in your estate plan. How can you ensure that your cryptocurrency is passed on securely and effectively? The first thing is create an inventory. What does that mean? Well, make a detailed list of your cryptocurrency holdings, wallet types, like are they apps, hardware devices, or exchanges, and all of your account credentials. I like to use a spreadsheet for this. Of course, you're going to want to keep this secure, keep all that stuff in mind. You may create a spreadsheet, print it out, and then destroy the spreadsheet, put the printout in a safe somewhere that your heirs and beneficiaries can access. You need to be secure with that information. It's just like any account information that you have. And obviously anybody with your keys is going to be able to get into your crypto. So definitely want to keep that secure, but you need this detailed list so that your family knows that you have these crypto assets and how to access them. Your heirs are going to need to know what you own and where to find it. And if you don't have a list, they may never even know that you had crypto. It's not like you're going to get a statement in your mailbox and they'll be able to say, oh, look, there's a statement. So we know about this asset. So you also want to make sure that in this list, you specify whether you store your crypto in a hardware wallet, like a physical device, USB drive, or et cetera, or in an online wallet like Coinbase or Binance. The second thing is you need to have a little bit of understanding of wallets and private keys. So a cryptocurrency wallet is where your digital coins are stored, and there are two main types. There are hot wallets, which are online or app-based wallets that connect to the internet. And then there are cold wallets, which are offline wallets like USB drives or paper wallets that aren't connected to the internet. And that's for added security, which makes sense. But again, if nobody knows about them, they're not going to be able to access that. And your private key, that's the long code that acts like a password to unlock your wallet. Without this key, no one can access the funds. Doesn't matter who they are, if they're the executor or whatever, they're not going to be able to access these funds. The third thing is you want to name a digital executor. And that just means somebody that you trust to manage the digital assets after you pass. And in a lot of states, you can name that person in your will or your trust documents, and that person will be able to take over and manage the crypto assets to make sure they're not lost or mishandled after you pass away. So a digital executor. And make sure that they have the technical know-how or can work with someone who does. this is the person that can't figure out how to run the television in your house, they're probably not going to have the technical know-how to manage the crypto assets if something happens to you. So you want to make sure that you choose somebody that either has that technical know-how or they've got somebody that they can work with that does have the technical know-how. The fourth thing is you want to have secure storage and you want to share the plan. So you want to store your private keys, like I referenced earlier, and your wallet information securely. So maybe in a password manager, I use 1Password, there are other ones out there, or a fireproof safe. And then you want to document where to find them. So that if something happens to you, if they're in your fireproof safe, but you haven't told anybody it's there and they don't know how to get into it, they're probably not going to find out about your crypto assets. You want to make sure that they know how to access that. So you want to include instructions in your estate plan. We use a portfolio for our estate planning clients, and there can be just a piece of paper in that portfolio that outlines, how to access these, where the information is stored. So some people, use like seed phrases, a list of random words to recover wallets, and you can include where your seed phrases are stored and how they can be accessed in this list as well. Number 5, include your cryptocurrency in your trust. So what does that mean? So just like your home or bank account, your trust should include instructions for your digital assets. So you can specify how they should be distributed or even converted to cash if needed. So why does that matter? By naming your trust as the beneficiary of your crypto, you ensure a smooth transfer without additional legal hurdles. You're not going to have to go through a probate process, not have to get a judge involved, who frankly is probably not even going to know what crypto is. So if you'd like a free guide on how to get started with digital asset planning, head over to our free resources page linked in the description and download our estate planning checklist. It'll help you identify what's missing from your current plan. Now, you might resonate with this next part. Let's talk about what the consequences of not planning for your digital assets are. So without proper planning, here's what can happen. Your cryptocurrency could be permanently lost and inaccessible to your heirs. There could be family disputes that arise when there's no clear information about what you owned or how to access it. So it's really important that you record the information on this inventory or list that I talked about, and that you leave instructions about how to access it. I mean, the other thing is that these valuable assets could go unclaimed. I mean, crypto, it's very volatile, but right now it happens to be up a good bit, and these assets could be unclaimed, leaving your loved ones without the financial support that you intended. So there's a well-known case that involved a crypto investor who passed away, and he didn't share his private keys beforehand, so his family couldn't access millions in cryptocurrency. That was a devastating financial loss, and that could have been avoided with proper planning. So to recap, cryptocurrency presents a unique estate planning challenge, but you can overcome any challenges with the right steps. Number 1, inventory your digital assets. Number 2, name a digital executor. Number 3, share access to the information securely. Number 4, include your cryptocurrency in your living trust. If you're interested in more tips on protecting your family's future, check out our next video. It's packed with valuable estate planning strategies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights from the estate planning guys.